We are live. We are live. We are live. Yes, you see that handsome picture right there? I'm so excited because he is, I should say, in the building, so to speak. How do you say it? In the building? This way. What's up? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Everybody. Everybody's like saying hello, hey. So Scott Yates is like, I'm here. I love me some Scott Yates. I just finished interviewing him. But everybody, I'm so excited. I am honored. The honor is mine for Chad Dudley coming on the Dee Dee Walker live show. I talked to you a little bit before then. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you. And I'm so honored because this guy, I was sitting and just going over like some of the stuff you're doing, and it is freaking amazing. You are an entrepreneur, you're an actor, you're doing it all, and the pleasure is all mine for having you on the show. So welcome.
And
welcome. You know, when I put out like that I was getting ready to interview Chad Dudley, everybody was like, oh, congratulations, good for you, and everything. So could you just kind of tell the audience like who you are and, you know, a little bit about yourself?
Well, I mean, I'm an actor here. I live over in South Carolina here on the East Coast. I'm also an author too. I write murder mystery novels. Um, I've been just doing a lot of acting lately, which I've been doing acting ever since I was young. When I was in grade school, I was on a TV show called Monty's Rascals, which was here in Greenville, South Carolina, with the great Monty Dupuis. And when I got into high school and stuff, I started doing TV commercials in Bank of America American Federal Bank commercial, Bank of Atlanta, and then I got into writing for a number of years, and I've just now finished my third novel, which I haven't released it yet. But then I've
Wow.
been starting to act, so I've been doing movies, and then now I'm in this the new TV series Five with some great cast. You know, Eric Roberts and Eliza, their son Keaton, who's incredible at music, Ellie Kennard, Eric Zott, just a whole bunch of great people inside this. And Javon Thacker, who I've worked with before on two other movies, she is the production company of it, and it's just thrilling to be able to work with her again.
Wow, amazing, amazing. You're doing a lot. But you know, you talked a little bit briefly about how you got into it and everything else like that. But you said you write a little bit. What do you like better? Do you like better acting or writing? You know,
Acting keeps me a little bit more active, you know, because I had been writing for years, and just so that I can slightly stay in shape and get out of this, seat behind the computer, So I actually enjoy the acting more.
man. Um, as far as your acting is concerned, like what parts that you play that you're like, oh my God, like I love this, versus parts that you're like, oh my God, I'll never do that again.
Oh well, I mean, like in the movie Abandoned at Birth that Javon Thacker has done, I played two roles in that movie. I played the
Yeah, you tell.
main character, and I also played the delivery room doctor. But also a friend of mine, Chuck Chapman, a fantastic director in Greenville. I was in his last production that was at the theaters, I think a year or two ago, a horror movie called He Drives at Night, and I played a police officer in that one. And so I'm enjoying going from one character to the next, just to challenge myself here,
You know what? I looked at a little bit of that and I love it to death. And you said you played two characters, but let me ask you something. Was it like a lot of people? They like if they're going to act, they're going to act. If they're going to direct, they're going to direct. You know, like playing two different characters. Was that like really hard, or was it like come natural to you?
Not it wasn't very difficult as far as with these two characters, because well, the one, I'm the therapist to the main character, so I'm actually interacting with her, and I'm being that character. As far as me playing the delivery room doctor, I'm literally, there delivering the babies. So there wasn't too much character build on for me in that role. So
Oh, I love it. I see another one here. It's called Seven Shots. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
yes, I was just pleased to be asked in it. A friend of mine, Alex, here in Greenville, I think was assisting with shooting that along with Chad Goss. Fantastic people, and I think they were just calling to want to use my house and stuff for one or two of the scenes, and so I ended up taking a role in it as one of the bodyguards.
Ooh, okay, okay, cool. And there's another one here. This one is he drives at night. You also play a police officer there too. So I'm gonna ask you a question about the police officer thing in a second. But go ahead.
That was a Chuck Chapman's production. It was a fantastic movie, and I loved it. That it came out in the theaters the week of Halloween. So who doesn't want to be in a horror movie? Right at Halloween. So, but yeah, I came in. I came in with another, which was a friend of his, which is an actual police officer that I was with, and would come in and arrest the main character. So that was exciting.
And I noticed that you play a lot of police officers. Do you like playing police officers, or
I've just kind of gotten stuck with it.
just got stuck with
That's like
it?
I actually prefer the more creepy intellectual type. Like the old man peeking out the window. Like at the neighbors or something.
Oh my God. And I mean, your list is amazing, and I love it. I love it. Can you, people are out there, they're trying to do what you're trying to do, they're trying to act, they're trying to write and stuff like that. Is there any advice that you can give somebody that's just trying to get themselves into the game?
Well, just during this past year with COVID, where people's been more homebound and stuff like that, a lot of people have been writing and a lot of people have been creating. And so there's actually a lot of things going on. All you have to do is just reach out there and put yourself in, but also kind of be a little scrutinizing as far as, you have to realize the person or the character that you're going to take on. And of course, the most important thing is for you to develop that character and become them to where there's almost no substitute for you in it.
Oh wow. And you speak about COVID and stuff like that. I talked to a lot of different people, and they were saying that like with COVID they were going, going, and then all of a sudden COVID came and they stopped. But then some other people said COVID was like, not COVID, but the time that they got to sit back and do writing, like you said, was probably the best thing for them. I mean, what do you think about that?
I do think that it gave not only America but the world a chance to pause,
Mm-hmm.
pause in our lives, and almost just put a hold on everyone's career and to refocus on the important things in life, health, the family that you have around you and stuff. And it's also brought a lot of opportunities as well, because, a lot of people who lived in areas where they weren't able to get, health care or anything, or get grocery deliveries or anything. Now businesses are more catering to that and helping get things out to people, to where they wouldn't have to leave home things. So.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it started, this whole Zoom thing, so now most interviews, where we don't exactly do them now in the studio or anything, or, TV shows and stuff like that, the audience is all on screen. So you can still do from where you're at.
Oh, wow. And, I'm looking, and then I'm looking at your IMDb, and then I also see some others. Like, I want to ask you about each and every one of those films, because it's like you seem like, even though you're doing like a police officer, you are doing like different types of movies and stuff like that. Could you tell me about An Innocent Kiss? Ooh, that sounds romantic. It's not.
That one I will not go into, so you may ask me about another one at the moment, because
okay, all right. Explain on it. Explain. Okay, what about A Perfect Prayer? Is that cool?
The Perfect Prayer a wonderful, wonderful story. I ended up playing basically an abusive husband who ended up molesting my daughter. And but a great, great story about a young woman's struggle with her faith. And Jervon Thacker was also the producer on that one, of which I loved the story, and it was fantastic in filming.
Okay. Is it hard for you to play parts like that?
Uh, given the fact of the character ended up doing what he did and stuff like that, I imagine a few people I went to church with, probably were thinking this was the shock, but no, you get into it, and it's really portraying this character to open the eyes of other people that there could be that type of person in your life, or your daughters, or your son, something. So
well,
the bigger meaning.
The bigger meaning, and that's the whole point. And that's what I could appreciate about movies that kind of bring a realistic kind of touch to it. Everybody plays a part to bring out that message, that it makes your awareness of it. So I commend you for playing the part that you did. Is there any particular part that you have never played that you would love to play?
I'd like to actually play a crackhead in the alley. I think that would be like a good personal challenge for me. So I'm actually kind of I'd like to be the one in the alley, the one in the gutter, who you're looking at it then from my eyes, as far as the character and in the story that I'd be in.
Wow.
A challenging role.
Well, for me, I always wanted to play like somebody. Halle Berry, she played a crackhead, right? And the thing about that, what people don't realize, that it shows her diversity and her acting, like different things she could play. She could play a goddess, she could play, a police officer, and she could play a crackhead. And I always wanted to play like, somebody that's just like strung out, and then all of a sudden
that would be a challenge for you too.
Yeah, because what the thing is with me, everybody, the parts that I have played, people don't see me.
As well as me.
Yeah, people don't see that. So I want to play something different that people will be like, "Oh my God," like, is that Dee Dee? Like, that was me.
It's really just the fact of taking the role, regardless of how insignificant you think that the character would be in the story, but you take the character that you're playing and you really develop them and become them almost to the fact that no one else could repeat that character but you. It's kind of like a Kathy Bates in the movie Misery. It's like
yes.
The Miranda Priestley character,
Yes.
like, you totally shape and you image and you project the mindset of this character, just to the best that you can.
Oh, wow. Amazing. So besides acting, what else do you do, if you don't mind, talking about it?
I usually pop my head occasionally, into an antique store or something around, I have a habit of just, collecting trinkets and antiques and stuff like that. That's just to kind of, get me out and to let me look at some things that, have been around in many places for many years, and for me to all of a sudden rediscover the magic in them.
Wow.
Discover the overlooked beauty of them, and I kind
of wow. You I have to say something to your character. You seem like a very fun-loving guy, a very humble person, and that's what I kind of got that impression from you when I briefly talked to you on the phone. Like, you're just like down to earth. Are you like this all the time?
I'm a very, very simple person, very, very routine, as far as in my house duties and what I do during the day and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm extremely humbled just with everything that I have been blessed with in life, and so I'm thankful and grateful for anything, you know, that comes my way, and I usually try to give 100% into anything and anybody, you know, to help.
Yeah, you know, and I get that from you. You're an amazing guy. So, what are your like upcoming projects? What are you going to be, you
Well,
know?
the most exciting thing I'm working on right now is being a part of the We5 political drama TV series, which has got an incredible cast. Eric and Eliza Roberts is in this, and this also has their son Keaton Simmons, who is just incredible with music. Ellie Kennard is the original writer of the series, and she's fantastic. Um, Several other cast members and stuff like that. Eric Zott, Javon Thacker's doing the production. But that it's been a lot of fun filming with that. As a matter of fact, I think I'll be in Charleston, South Carolina next week just to pick up on some more filming for that. But I'm so looking forward to the pilot and the first season, first series, you know, coming out in that first episode. So. But I'm
Awesome.
working on two other movies right now. Scott Yates, I guess, who you interviewed just a few days ago,
Yeah.
he's got a horror movie coming out, which I'm looking
Ooh.
forward to that. I believe Jason Shirley, who was the director of one of the Burt Reynolds movies, Elbow Grease, uh,
Hmm.
will be participating in this. Also, Charlotte Page, who's the local radio host here with 93.3 The Planet. Miles Quincy Martin, who's a friend of mine over in LA. We just got finished doing his music video when I had him over here at the house.
Yes, yes, yes.
He's a character himself, you know. Had a lot of fun doing the music video with him, and
Hmm.
we've also got another movie, Lavinia, which will be the story of Lavinia, who was
Ooh.
the first woman serial killer in the United States, and this will be
Ooh.
early 1800s, and I think filming
Wow.
should start this fall. So looking forward to that.
Wow. This is amazing. Oh my God. I'm very honored to have you on my show
Oh, no,
today. I mean,
fine.
you are amazing. You are like, I was just, you know, looking you over and all the things you're doing. You're doing so many different things, and you know, I think that's just awesome. That is so awesome. And
You know,
oh my God, I gotta have you come back on the show when you
we
know,
all wear a lot of different hats in our day to day life. You know, whether people, you know, just like with you looking at it on IMDb and stuff like that. But then there's a lot of things that, you know, that people don't see. Like, I also happen to be a notary public, and I'm also a certified Eucharistic minister. You know, so
wow.
yeah,
Wow. So
I'm
I mean,
for everything I do.
that's amazing because it's like acting, and then you're like, you know, certified, and then what is it? You mentioned minister. What is, you know? Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I take place in the distribution of the Eucharist at my church, St. Andrew's, which is in downtown Greenville, which I love. I've been going there for that many years.
I'm gonna use that. I'm with somebody asking my age. I'm gonna go, but.
Yeah, that long. Mm. But no,
Oh
it's
wow.
been a pleasure talking with you and stuff like that. And I would certainly look forward to talking to you again, and catching you up on whatever I've been finishing up at the time. So.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm so honored. I feel like we haven't touched everything that you're doing. So whenever I feel that way, I put out my invitation for folks to come back and just kind of keep everybody updated. Because a lot of people, they ask me whatever happened to the guests that you had on such and such and such. And you know, everybody's out there doing some great things, and you're out there doing some amazing stuff. And I want to thank you so much for coming on this show. And if anybody was to look you up, like what, how could they find you and all that other good stuff?
Well, where I live, you know, is out in the middle of. I'm on 23 acres, you know, out here in East South Carolina, which is beautiful. I love where I live. I've been here since 1976. You know, it's right here in the foothills of the Carolinas, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful area. But no, you can find me on Facebook, and you can also find me on the IMDb. I do have a website, but it is down at the moment just because I've had so many things that I'm starting on right now that I'm having to get all that updated on there. So main thing. So just I'm hoping, you know, along with myself, you know, that we just all try our best to stay safe, and and I think America and the world will come out of this soon. So
Yes, yes, yes. That's what I'm praying. I'm praying for, you know, everybody's talking about this is the new norm, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like the new norm. I'm playing.
the face. I want to get you over here on the East Coast.
Yes, yes. Look, I'm ready. I am ready. I am ready. So, like I keep on saying throughout this whole thing, if I haven't said it enough, this has been a blessing to have you on here. I feel like I'm gonna end. You know what? I want a part two of this, a part two. And you know, you just like get into everything that you're doing and everything. But what you did is really amazing. And like I said before, thank you for coming on the show. And hope
you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And for those who are just tuning in, you know, we're streaming right now on Facebook. You can also catch this out on YouTube as well. So definitely check it out. If you guys didn't have a chance to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that notification bell. And yes, I think I have the thing here. This is a new tool, and I'm trying to learn it. And it's like I'm horrible with it. Look, that's the subscribe button. Hit that subscribe. Hit the bell.
So thank you so much, and I hope you stay safe out there. And a special thank you to all your listeners and your watchers and everything. It's been my honor being on your.
Yes, yes. You have a blessed day, and everybody, thank you for tuning in to the Dee Dee Walker Live Show. Adios.